I'm reacting to Gigguk, one of the guys I like in the whole anime community. Yeah, I did. Yeah, really. If I had to see, he's like one of the cool guys in the anime community. Well, let's go about the Spring Anime 2025 nutshell. Yeah. Well, I didn't watch most of the Spring Anime, but yeah, I'm hoping to watch so many animes. For example, yeah, yeah. Let's talk in this. Yeah, because so many anime titles are Japanese titles. That's the reason I didn't watch. I didn't look at it that much. Yeah, I didn't remember that much. Whatever. Let's continue.
Today, and with that said, back to spring anime.
クジ
Ooh.
ライさん肩
ごめんごめん。
もっといろいろ気にしてくださいよ
Oh. I really want to watch this anime, bro. I forgot about the name, but it is like a one line anime name. Yeah, it is Kowloon Generic Romance. Yeah, I want to watch this
工藤
anime.
君って年上に可愛がられる
And she has Nico Robin voice actor, bro.
タイプよねって私
Hi,
言ったの。
Dad? I think I'm pregnant. In a move of pure disrespect, we have Kowloon Generic Romance, having the gall to put generic in its title, giving a bad name to the shit we see every season that actually deserve that title. A romance series set in Hong Kong's infamous Kowloon walled city, capturing the era of 80s and 90s golden age so perfectly. While an angel from Evangelion launches floating above them, watching their every move, don't worry about it. Every single goddamn frame of this show oozes atmosphere, transporting you back to a time you yearn to relive again, even if you never even lived it in the first place. This series is vibes. Watching this gives you the same feeling of listening to some random city pop playlist that YouTube recommended to you at 2 a.m. and getting nostalgic for an era you weren't even around for. We finally have a romance, not in high school, not with some immature kids. There's a sci-fi mystery aspect that leads me to believe there's more going on behind the scenes, and you know what? This isn't even the only anime this season with immaculate vibes. Cause what could be more immaculate? The anime this season with immaculate vibes. Cause
I want to watch this anime, bro. Yeah, really. Like, yeah, my work and doing the streams and etc. I don't have time, but I want to watch this anime. Like, yeah, but I don't have time. For example, I I make I make myself my life hard by doing these streams. Yeah, like this is the only time I have free time. Yeah, and I can use the free time to use and I can use the free time to view some anime, but I I can't do that because yeah, you know. Well, I hope I can make some free time to watch anime because today is Sunday. Yeah, I will definitely watch this anime.
what could be more immaculate than the end of humanity itself? Damn, that got dark. Yes, it's another anime original coming from Cygames Pictures, and I think I've learned to have a soft spot for cheerful, comfy stories set in a desolate, post-apocalyptic world, because at this point, maybe the idea of the world coming to an end is more comfy than it seems. But also, there's just something about combining
Well, I'm actually very interested in this anime, bro, because I'm writing a post-apocalyptic zombie kind of story. I want as much reference as I can about apocalypse world. Yeah, that is one of the main reasons I'm very keen on watching this anime. Yeah, but it was released like only 2 episodes. Yeah, I actually following this, but it was released like only 2 episodes. So I thought let's take some time, but I will definitely watch this anime. E- e- Even though if I have time or not, I will definitely make some time, and I will definitely watch this anime because for my yeah for my what I forgot the word, bro. I freaking said no. Freaking bullshit, bro. Maybe I have dementia. Who knows? I freaking said no that word. Yeah, for my research. Yeah, for my research. Freaking bullshit. Why can't I remember words?
upbeat stories
Well, guys, let me hide this window for a sec. Yeah, I forgot. I actually opened some hentai. Yeah, these are just the tabs are just right next to them. Yeah, I just saw that now. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's go hentai website. No, it's fine.
with this air of melancholy that I can't help but gravitate towards every time, like a moth flying towards my next existential flame. If, like me, you've been looking for a show that reignites those feelings you got from watching Girls Last Tour, give this one a go.
This is the Nintendo Store announcement. We regret to inform you that there is only one Nintendo Switch 2 left and it will be selling on a first come, first served basis. Thank you for your understanding.
We got just a handful of sequels this season, like more Windbreak.
Windbreaker is not for me, bro. Yeah, Windbreaker is not for me. Like, yeah, I'm not into like this kind of like gang. Yeah, two gangs fighting for each other kind of animes. Yeah, I'm not into that. Yeah, for more for people who actually do that, yeah, it's a good anime for you, but it's not for me. I even stopped watching season one because, bro, what's so good about two gangs fighting each other? Yeah, what's so good about it? I didn't find that funny at all. Yeah, whatever.
Forming manly brotherhoods with each other. Why are all the girls watching this? Shoshimin is continuing Aharen along with Sentai Daishikaku with each other. Why are all the girls watching this? Shoshimin is
Wow, how to become an ordinary too? I don't know. I don't know.
continuing Aharen along
Yeah, I'm watching this. Yeah, I'm watching this time to time, but not much. But still, I will continue it.
with Sentai Daishikaku.
Nah, I don't watch it.
Hopefully this season can capitalize on its premise and not drag us through another 7 episodes of exams we don't care about. Fire Force is entering its final season. I never finished
Bro, I didn't even watch season one and season two, bro. Yeah, I, I'm, I'm not even lying. I didn't watch season one and season two because I find that whole premise, like for example, the whole world is filled with firepower. That's it. No, I didn't find that amusing. Yeah, even though it has good story, the whole concept, like the whole world is filled with firepower, and that is the only power. And you need to improve your fire skills. Nah, I don't find it amusing at all. Yeah, not for me.
the first one, but every so often I'll come across a clip that makes me want to pick it back up. But that's if the later seasons don't take me out of some of the insane action scenes it's capable of by shoving a boatload of Tamaki's ass in my face every time I'm just slightly immersed.
Yeah, and also, bro, I'm not against, bro. I am not against what? Yeah, fan service, bro. I'm not against fan service. I'm probably one of the guys who watches animes like DXT. Yeah, but the problem here was in the DXT, the fan service works as a kind of like a story beat. But here the fan service works as some kind of like what? A joke moment. Why? Why can't you just say normal jokes? Why everything needs to be this woman just thrown into some oblivion with no clothes? Why? I find that very irritating. Yeah, really, I find that very irritating. Like, I'm a guy who enjoys fan service. Find this fan service irritating because it is not alluring or sexy. It's just nothing. Yeah, that kind of fan service is nothing for me. It either needs to be alluring or needs to be sexy. Yeah, fuck it.
And that's a big if. Oh my god, is that Sea Dog VA? Oh my god, is that Sea Dog VA? Oh my god, is that Sea Dog VA? This one just came
What?
out. No. God is. And that's a big if. I'm just slightly immersed. And that's a big if. Oh my god, is that.
Well, Black Butler. I don't know, bro. Yeah, I watch it like what? Black Bullet or Black Butler? Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, maybe I didn't watch Black Butler. Maybe I didn't watch Black Butler. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Sea Dog VA? Oh my
Nah, I don't give a fuck.
god, is that Sea Dog VA?
Gorilla Gods go to go, bro. Freaking bullshit, nah.
God, is that Sea Dog VA?
Samurai Legend.
This one just
Yeah, I might watch Samurai Legend, bro.
came out
Yeah.
of nowhere. We got another remake of a classic manga from the creator of Detective Conan this time, which I'd never heard of before. But god damn if this didn't turn out to be some of the best animation on offer this season. Studio Wit continue to prove they are just the master chef with everything they touch, because this is on a whole nother level for remakes of old school anime, even with some of the great ones we've had recently. My Hero Academia is also here with a darker
Well, I might watch Samurai Legend
god
because
damn if this
because not just because we were talking about it, but I saw some clips in the X and everything. Those clips, bro, it's just my artistic brain. Like, I want to see how they actually do it. How I want to see how they flow in the animation. Yeah, I want to see that. Well, let's hope this one is good.
Didn't turn out to be some of the best animation on offer this season. Studio Wit continue to prove they are just the master chef with everything they touch, because this is on a whole nother level for remakes of old school anime, even with some of the great ones we've had recently.
Wow. Why is speaking?
My Hero Academia is also here with a darker, grittier spin-off series that has so far impressed me as much as the mainline show. It's interesting to see a street-level perspective of the Hero Academia world, following characters who don't have flashy city leveling powers still find a way to take down these supervillains. You got your friendly neighborhood Slider-Man, some idol wannabe whose quirk is to bounce, crazy stuff, and the most powerful hero of all. Yes, there's the guy whose only quirk is the 2 massive balls he wakes up with every morning to take on these supervillains without having any powers. It's only man's. So, did you hear about what's going on? Not really, I don't follow the news. So yeah,
Yeah, by the way, I didn't find what My Hero Academia originality is anything new because I stopped watching My Hero Academia, bro, because it kind of went into the same trash as Marvel's, like the world ending threat, without even giving the context. Like, for example, why? Yeah, I didn't find that amusing because I didn't find that amusing. At least One Piece trying to build it, but My Hero Academia, it just thrown into your face the world ending threat. Yeah, I hate that kind of bullshit.
yeah, well, America's putting up tariffs. Yeah, on who? Canada and Mexico. Wait, I was wrong. It's every country. It's only 10% though. Minimum. But they're gonna wait
What?
90 days. Except China's getting a special tariff. It's 104%. Wait, no, that was a lie. It's 245%. It's always nice to see a light-hearted comedy be one of the most hyped up series this season. Coming from the author of Sket Dance, we have Witch Watch. But with which watch do we watch Witch Watch with? I don't know where I'm going with this. Girl comes back from witch school and has to choose her familiar, a being that will permanently become her manslave, protecting her, serving her, listening to her every whim. If this was an isekai, we'd call this slavery in cursive, and she's chosen her childhood friend, but unfortunately for him, this is the person he's serving. Yep, she's one of those. This is the type of girl who'd stare at a bottle of orange juice because it said concentrate. But it's the chemistry between the two leads that makes these opening episodes work so well. For the 5 of you that still remember Aho Girl, this is that with more magic and less domestic violence. Lazarus. If there
Fuck it. My dog came. You motherfucker. Huh? My dog came. Hey. Yeah, whatever.
was one show I was excited for before the season started,
Bro, I find this whole concept amusing though because I know about this Mappa original because it's kind of like a virus release, and they're finding the scientist like seven other rogue criminals finding the scientist if to find a cure. Yeah, I like the whole concept. Yeah, I'm actually interested in watching this anime. I need to find some time to watch this anime. Yeah, and also I won't watch this anime. I won't watch this anime weekly. I will wait for it to end, then I will watch, and then I will binge watch it. Yeah, because I find that premise so interesting. Yeah, I find this premise so interesting. Like 7 rogue criminals trying to find a scientist for a cure. Bro, it was insane. Like Mappa was cooking with originals. Yeah, Mappa was cooking with originals, like what they did with Jinshu and this. Yeah, and also people are saying this anime is actually good. Yeah, on Accent everywhere, and even on the pirate website, people are saying this anime is actually good. Well, I will definitely watch it, but after 12 episodes, yeah.
this one was my pick. It's some dystopian future where all of humanity has got addicted to some miracle drug because it's easily accessible and affordable with no apparent drawbacks except for one. That's revealed by the drug's creator, Dr. Skinner, that anyone who's taken the drug will die approximately 3 years after they first take it. The world falls into chaos, panic ensues, and the Dow Jones drops to the lowest it's ever been in years. Oh, you wacky sci-fi story.
これがアメリカンジョークです。
And so a ragtag team is formed to catch him in what looks to be an old school action sci-fi. And the Dow Jones drops to the lowest it's ever been in years. Oh, you wacky sci-fi story.
これがアメリカンジョークです。
And so a ragtag team is formed to catch him in what looks to be an old-school action sci-fi. You got Shinichiro Watanabe, Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, one of the most goated directors this medium has seen, and you pair him with Chad Stahelski. John Wick's Chad Stahelski for the action choreography with
wait.
Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, one of the most goated directors this medium has seen, and you pair him with Chad Stahelski. John Wick's Chad.
Dude, Mappa is not even holding back. Bro, this dude is actually one of the greatest guys in the action film, bro. In Hollywood action films, this guy is probably one of the best. Yeah, he freaking proved himself with John Wick and with Expedition. I think Expedition, and another. Yeah, maybe those are the two. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. And also, this dude actually worked on so many action stunts and everywhere. Like Well, Mappa is not holding back, really.
Stahelski for the action choreography with Studio Mappa bringing their best, and this should be a recipe for success. Visually, it's absolutely top dollar. The music is bebop-esque with a modern twist. The world looks so vibrant and alive with an early 2000s vibe we haven't seen for so long. On paper and with the names behind it, this is a show I really, really want to like. But
What is the but for?
I don't know, guys. Something just feels off.
Well, we're here to save the world.
What are we? Some kind of Suicide Squad?
We're like the Avengers or something.
Oh shit, guys, I was bloody joking. The writing is trying so hard to be cool. Really hard. Maybe a bit too hard, because it sometimes reaches
Well, but people are saying it's good, bro. Yeah, really.
awkward sounding dialogue or even Marvel level quips. It never quite reaches the natural charm and chemistry when you watch something like Cowboy Bebop. I mean, just take the main character. He's like Spike. He can do everything that Spike does, except with more backflipping. He can fight like Spike with more backflipping. He can run like Spike with more backflipping. Motherfucker graduated from the Leon Kennedy School of Necessary Backflipping.
He just flew away, like a bird that was let out of its cage.
Did the bird do a flip on the way out? I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt now because it's still doing so many other things right. It's early days, so we'll know soon if it'll fall flat on its face or will it fly away like a bird.
That's the reason I say I'm going to wait until 12 episodes, so I don't need to put up with cliffhangers, bro. Yeah, like this. I don't want cliffhangers.
Its cage. On this episode of What in the Actual Goon, an anime where a girl can loop back in time every time.
I find this anime kind of amusing, but I only watched 2 episodes, bro. Yeah, because after it pushed me away because the whole thing is like she just power tripping on this innocent dude. Yeah, she just power tripping on this innocent dude. Like, yeah, I find that whole thing disgusting, but still, I will watch this anime after the whole season because there's probably some drama going on, right? Yeah, there's probably some drama going on, definitely. So I want to wait until the full season, then I'll watch it. Yeah, and I also know about manga. Yeah, in manga people like this manga, bro. They like this manga so much. So I want to give it a benefit of doubt and wait until full episode, wait until full season. Yeah.
She takes off her underwear. Now, I'm no stranger to anime logic. I can get behind degeneracy. I can get behind wacky concepts. But you're telling me a silent classroom full of people is not going to notice a guy standing up in eye shot of everyone and walking over to the most popular girl in class only to get on his knees and play around with her underwear while she violently moans. Motherfucker, I couldn't get a cough in class without getting a snarky comment from the teacher. Meanwhile, bro is up there putting his foot halfway up the stairway to heaven and not a single person is pointing this out. Gigguk, it's just a dumb ecchi show. Why are you overthinking this? No, this is still a story based on rules we have to abide by. I can't suspend my disbelief to this. My dick would never forgive me again. We may
Wow, he is cooking, and that is true, yeah. Bro, really, bro, that kind of scenes is like, what the fuck? Why no one is watching him, bro?
be degenerates.
At least he trying to remove her underwear makes sense because he can go and remove her underwear, and everyone forgot about the future, yeah. And because it reverts back. Yeah, we get that, but he going there to put her underwear. That means he's not. That means it is not reverting to past. He's just putting it. That's it. But no one's even give a fuck. What?
So we may watch shows that appeal to the lowest common denominator, but that doesn't mean we can't goon with standards. Hold on, Crunchyroll actually have the uncensored version on their site?
Ooh.
Okay.
What?
We can't goon with standards. Wait, hold on. Crunchyroll actually have the uncensored.
Well, the one thing the Crunchyroll did anything good was this. Oh, damn fine.
Version on their site? Okay, hold on a second.
Here's your bill. $4.16, pervert.
$4.16. Pervert! What do you call it, pervert?
It's written on the bill!
You know what? Forget degenerates, isekai, or fantasy fans. You know who's eating real good this season? Slice of life fans. We got Yuru Camp except they become fat.
I actually watched one episode of this anime and I loved it, bro. And I loved it. I will definitely watch this. I'll definitely watch this season because, bro, who doesn't want a slice of anime with girls doing girl stuff? Who doesn't want? Maybe you, but not. But for me, I'm fine with it. I will just eat the shit day and day without even embarrassing. Yeah, I actually want to watch this anime because it's good, bro.
Fucks because this food looks delicious. There's Yuru Camp funded by the Yamanashi Prefecture coming from the author of... Oh, there's some anime girl who finds an expensive hobby traveling around Japan in what I can assume is the most elaborate tax write-off for the mangaka making it. Wait a minute, this is just Abroad in Japan, adorable blue-haired anime girl edition. A ninja and an assassin under one roof. For a deadpan ayaya comedy, this somehow has way better animation than most traditional action shows this season. You know, this spring we just have so much to pick from, and yet even out of all these, there is one anime that I think has more potential above all others. And it isn't even technically an anime. To Be Hero X is the latest high-profile series coming from China. And holy hell did they come here to play. It's been a while since I've been so genuinely awestruck at the production values of an animated series. Okay, that's actually a lie. Since Arcane recently shattered that bar before it, but I did not think it would be so soon till I saw something that could even compete, and To Be Hero X is getting pretty damn close. We got China's version of Tiger and Bunny with a world of hyper-commercialized superheroes. Yes, as you can tell, this looks very similar to Arcane to the point where I had to double check it wasn't by the same studio. But they are just completely flexing by switching up styles on a whim, with multiple animation studios working on this, giving potential for some of the coolest animated sequences I've seen in a very long time. 3D, 2D, all of it blends together in a way that hasn't been attempted since... ever. This could be as much of a stylistic choice as it is a narrative one, and if the trailers are of any indication, there's even more switch-ups to come. This is not an anthology of stories, this feels like an anthology of animation and a celebration of everything kick-ass. No, this isn't technically an anime, but as an anime fan, nothing is getting me more pumped this season than To Be Hero X.
Well, the thing was, is it has a good story or not? The thing was, it has a good story or not, yeah. Because it is in my radar, but I kind of like holding back because if it is just some artistic masterpiece, okay, fine. But if it doesn't have story, it's waste of time for me, yeah. Bro, it's really waste of time for me.
Hey yo, watching the crack? Okay guys, remember last time when I freaked out trying to convince you guys that idol anime and band anime are totally different things? Well, I think I finally realized the massive difference that makes these two genres totally unique. You see...
Ooh.
I like this music. It feels like we've entered a new era of band anime since there seems to be at least one great one coming out every season, and this one looks to be joining the best of them. Music aside, what could be more fun than a bunch of uppity pretzel or jaw-summers politely speaking to each other in uppercase before shredding on than a bunch of uppity pretzel?
I thought there is some... Yeah, I thought there is some classy music and I didn't thought.
Or jaw-summers
find
politely
this.
speaking.
I didn't thought I find this, bro. Well, yeah, this is going to be into my list. Yeah, I know about this anime because I kind of like want to see what are the spring animes, so I kind of like roll with it, like watch with some trailers and etc. But I thought this anime, yeah, I know this anime is there, but I thought this anime is some kind of like wow, some classic music anime. I didn't thought I find this. Cricket.
Speaking to each other in
I'll put it in
uppercase
my
before
minute.
shredding it on the guitar and getting really, really, really concerningly wet while doing so as a sign of their totally platonic friendship. No Hoyoverse. This was just a bloody fun show, and I don't know how they could make it any better. Oh! There's a bird! And she's flying out of the cage! Oh my god, when's she gonna do a backflip? I don't know what bloody horse Uma Musume fans sacrificed to the gacha gods, but this franchise has now somehow become one of the must-watch sports anime. For those unaware, you come in thinking,
People are talking about this anime, bro. Yeah, I'm like, maybe watch this anime because, yeah, Cinderella something is this anime name. Yeah, Cinderella Grey. Well, it's kind of good and it's kind of bad at the same time for me. Yeah, it's about sports anime about this girl doing this kind of like running and stuff. Yeah, well, I might watch it.
watching a cash grab of some gacha game adaptation, and then they will drop a scene like this. Cygames is one of the few companies that have used their exorbitant gacha earnings for good, with their studio pumping out the highest quality adaptations for all their IPs while also funding exciting anime originals like Apocalypse Hotel. Congratulations, Uma Musume players. You are no longer filthy gacha gamers like the rest of us. Be proud. You have ascended to investors. Oh! New season of Mushoku Tensei coming in! Wait, hold on a second. What the hell? The beginning after the end. Now, this is a webtoon anime with a story that I've been told. What the hell?
I like the RTX of me, bro. Yeah, I like the RTX meme.
The beginning after the end. Now, this is a webtoon anime with a story that I've been told rivals Mushoku Tensei's, and well, the only thing coming close to an end is my hope that this is going to get a good adaptation. You know, I got a feel for the beginning after the end fans.
Wow.
Second.
No, I had some bullshit, bro. I had some bullshit.
The beginning after the end. Now, this is a webtoon anime with a story that I've been told rivals Mushoku Tensei.
Yeah, told them to put their left hand and shove it into their hole. Yeah. Bro, I freaking read this. Really, bro. I freaking read this whole beginning of the end. Yeah. These people are just hyping me up. Yo, this story is good, etc. I freaking read this. It is just a cheap knockoff of Mushoku Tensei. The story is not anything good. And the characters are not anything great. And even the NC is a bland character. Yeah, whoever said this, take your handhold and make a fist and push it in your asshole. You freaking moron. Trying to say a freaking masterpiece like Mushoku Tensei and comparing that to a cheap knockoff like beginning after the end and saying they both are rivals. They're freaking morons, bro. Yeah.
And well, the only thing coming close to an end is my hope that this is going to get a good adaptation. You know, I got a feel for the beginning after the end fans. If this is the final product they waited for, I can only imagine the first draft of the screenplay went something along the lines of
in the beginning, yeah, in the beginning, yeah, in the beginning.
Well, now that Gur is graduating, there's got to be some way to get weebs into baseball, and what better way than a cute, smug anime girl who will tease you at every baseball game?
Well, I don't know, bro. Yeah. It actually in my radar, but I don't want to watch a baseball game again, bro, because after that major or something, yeah. I'm kind of like sick of this whole baseball genre, yeah. I'm like sick of this whole baseball genre. Major or something, yeah. Major, I think, yeah. Major, yeah. Major baseball anime. Yeah, major. Yeah, major. Major and major junior. I kind of become sick of whole baseball genre, yeah. I don't want to watch it, bro. Yeah, I don't want to watch it. But still, we have a cute anime, bro. Maybe.
I'm suddenly uninterested. I know baseball is Japan's pastime and all, but I'm more of a football guy myself.
Well, I don't give a fuck about both. I don't even fucking give a fuck about cricket, bro. It's an IPL season for me. It's an IPL season for us, but still, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about sports that much. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, this one wasn't great. And then we get to old. Yeah, this one was.
Well, this anime, I watched one season, one episode, not season, one episode, and I called it a day because nah, the animation is worse, and whole character interactions feel dumb. The whole character interactions feels dumb. Yeah.
Wasn't great. And then we get to Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman, another fantasy anime except the main character is an older guy now. Look, at least anime is self-aware enough now to know that the audience that grew up watching Sword Art Online 12 years ago are now no longer teenagers. But do they think we're so cheap, so unchanged from our younger selves that we'd fall for the same power fantasy show, except this time they just aged up the protagonist to be this really chill and mature guy who's actually super modest and trying to get by in life, unaware how powerful he is, but still never overestimating himself, preaching respect and self-improvement, humbling cocky teenagers who end up admiring him and listening to him, not because he has aura, but because he has wisdom and life experience. And fuck, I really like this one. But hey, we're not that old yet.
I actually like the anime because because of the new perspective of the MC. Like yeah, it is almost the same anime as so many animes out there. Like yeah, the MC is overpowered, but he doesn't know he's overpowered. Yeah, it's almost like the same concept, but because of the MC being the old guy, it actually has a perspective. No, yeah, because it actually changes the whole perspective, like how we actually live in this world, etc. Yeah, I find that the whole thing amusing, and also I watched like only two episodes. It's great. I'll definitely continue this anime after the whole season. Yeah.
Guys, we're still hip with the kids. Hey, look, guys, chicken jockey. Keeping on theme with the amount of nostalgic shows, we got an anime that looks like.
Well, I'm watching some. What is this? Yeah, I'm watching what? What? I forgot the word. Yeah, YouTube shorts about this anime. Like yeah, YouTube shorts just showing this anime for me. I don't know why. Yeah, and I thought the shorts are decent. Yeah, and funny. Maybe I might watch it. Yeah.
Like it jumped right out of late 2000s visual novel adaptation. Yes, if you couldn't tell, this is Key. Yes, if you couldn't tell, this is Jun Maeda. Yes, if you couldn't tell, it's probably going to tear your heart to shreds, but the real question is, how is it going to stack up?
Why the fuck my mic is picking up TV audio? Motherfucker.
Birds! They got birds! But wait, where's the cage they're escaping from? Not even a single backflip? I changed my mind, guys. This is probably going to be ass. Next up.
Oh, what?
Cage they're escaping from. Not even a single backflip? I changed my mind, guys. This is probably going to be ass. Next up. Gundam GQX.
Turn A Gundam.
Gigguk? Gigguk? Gundam?
グク X
Yeah, let's go with that. Now, this is the highest profile new Gundam series to be released in a while, and while I've seen my fair share of Gundams, my editor, who is an OG Gundam fan and far better equipped to talk about this than me, has given me his statement he would like me to read on whether you should be watching this or not, from a true Gundam fan. Mobile Suit Gundam G-Quax is a collaborative production from Sunrise and Studio Kara. The project marks the first credited work Hideaki Anno has contributed to the franchise since Char's counterattack in 1980. Oh my god! It's got girls! Cute girls! Set in an alternative Universal Century timeline, G-Quax presents a scenario in which Char Aznavour joins the Xeon raid on Side 7 in 0079. A setting like this runs the risk of alienating new fans in the...
Why the fuck my mic is picking up the audio, bro? I'm like what? It's 2 feet away from my TV, and my TV is on like 6 volume. But why is still picking up the audio? Freaking... Let me set it up properly. Yeah, let me set it up properly. The freaking motherfucker.
same way UC itself does, but also for the UC purists that don't like the change. They're playing the guitar together. Look at that, that's so cute. Oh god, they're adorable. I actually feel as though in diverging so heavily from the original story, it may make it easier for new fans to pick up without prior context. And
Fine. I really need to buy a headset, bro. Yeah. My headset is fucked up. That's the reason I'm not using the headset. Yeah. But the TV audio is picking my mic. It pisses me off.
as for myself, I'm thoroughly enjoying.
How much
fucking G-Quacks. But I do find myself having many issues with most of the mechanical designs as they... And now they're sleeping with each other. This is peak.
What?
This is peak anime right
What?
here. We've done it, guys. We've exhausted all other isekai ideas that there's only one place left it can possibly go.
Space!
Remember when I said the amount of isekai that start by death from overwork was getting a little depressing? Well, how about this? We got another overworked salaryman. Okay, nothing new to see here, but this time he has a family and he finds out his wife is cheating on him. But wait, that's not all. Turns out his daughter is not actually his real daughter, and if his day wasn't bad enough already, he gets framed for embezzling money from his company. His wife tells him he's pathetic, his daughter tells him she doesn't love him, gets fired, divorced, loses custody, is forced to pay child support and the 50 million yen he got framed for embezzling, and then, after all this, he gets cancer. Oh,
That's
man,
one
we
of the
didn't know how
worst.
good we had it when Truck-kun was about. What's the name of this anime? Can a boy-girl friendship survive?
絶交しよう
No.
This one's an interesting concept. On her 17th birthday, an apprentice witch gets told she is cursed and has a year left to live. That is,
Oh.
unless she is able to collect 1,000 tears of joy from people, which will not only save her life, but also grant her immortality. And so
Whoa.
she goes on a personal journey to help strangers and bring some genuine happiness to people's lives. Damn, isn't this nice? Isn't this a feel-good series? No. Small brain. Amateur shit. Let's break this
Oh.
down. You need to average at least 2.7 tears per day or you are going to die. That is multiple tears per day. Going around solving random people's problems is probably the dumbest fucking thing you can do in this situation. Think, girl, think. You can mainly focus on just one person at a time. Each problem can take maybe days or even more to solve, and at the end of it all, you don't even have a guaranteed success rate if the fucker doesn't want to even more to solve, and at the end of it all, you don't even have a guaranteed success rate if the fucker doesn't want to cry. So, here's how a pro does it. Step 1. Get an apartment right next to a hospital. Extra points for a hospital that specializes in life-saving surgeries or delivering newborns. This will give you a way to passively farm that shit when you got nothing going on. Step 2. Becoming a wedding officiant. Weddings are just prime farming spots for people crying out of tears of joy, and being an officiant means you only have to commit an hour while possibly hitting up multiple weddings a day. Even if it's not the most emotional wedding, you should have at least an 80% success rate on the bride, groom, and their parents. But if that still sounds like too much work, don't worry. We have the nuclear option. Are you ready? Attend one single Taylor Swift concert and you will reach your cap in a single song with tears to spare, I swear to God. You will be thanking white women for the rest of the immortal life you will now live. But no, ooh, make this grandma cry. So happy. And finally, coming from the king of trashy romance anime is the Shunji family children. From the same mind that gave us Rent-A-Girlfriend, this
Oh.
is an anime that's...
Bro, don't make me remember that anime, bro. Yeah. You know, like yeah, I'm even sick of remembering that I love season 1. Yeah, really, bro. I'm even sick of remembering that I love season 1. That freaking anime, bro. Like yeah, that freaking anime didn't deserve more than season 1 because the story was over in the season 1. In the season 1, the story was over. Like he solved that problem with that girl. Who is that girl? That girl who loved him, like the blue-haired girl, and he was over with his ex. Yeah, like yeah, his story is over. At the end of the season, he can just say his love to that he can just say his love to that main girl, but now he went for what? Yo, I want to rent you. That is the moment, bro. I thought this anime is trash. Until then, I thought that anime is like one of the best things in the world because, bro, every man like every man or every boy has his own kind of share, has his own fair share of embarrassing moments in his life. Yeah, I know that. But at some moments you need to man up and call it a day. But still, he didn't man up. He made that even worse. That is the thing. That is the thing that actually pisses me off. That is the thing that actually pisses me off. Yeah, still, it is the same. It is the same story. Yeah, this story is coming from the same guy. I kind of like concerning me, but still, I might watch it. I might watch it. Yeah, I'm finding some clips in the YouTube. They seem fine. Let's hope.
a harem romance series about a dude and his 4 stepsisters, 1 blood sister, and a younger brother. And I'm sure hearing this summary, you may laugh, you may snicker to yourself, but I am here in awe, witnessing a man of true talent. Because a project like this is one of pure dedication and determination from a person with something to prove. We can all learn something from Shuinji family. It is infinitely harder to create than to judge. But if you're gonna do something, if you're gonna do anything, what's the point of doing it if you're not going to try to be the best?
What the fuck?
Even if you're the best at being the worst. If one man's trash is another man's treasure, then this man can turn a trash can into a fully
What the fuck? What is he doing, bro?
operational waste disposal center. Because even if you think you've reached your full potential, be that person who can dig deep and know they have more to give. Who can look at his work on Rent-A-Girlfriend and say, no, we must go lower. Who can look at the amount of sisters in Domestic Girlfriend and say, nay, we must go higher. 1 sister, 2 sisters, how about 5 and a younger brother? Because we are not in the end game yet. There is always a higher summit to climb. So, just remember, family always comes first. Just as long as you don't come in family. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you very much this month.
Well, yeah, there are some animes like Lazarus and this what is it anime? I said I will watch. Yeah, this anime. Bro. I forgot the name. Yeah, Cool and Generic Romance. I will watch them for sure. Apocalypse Hotel. I will definitely watch it. As I said, it is from my research. I want to know what they did in the chapter, what they did in the anime with this whole Apocalypse Hotel thing. Yeah, I want to know that. It's from research. But Windbreaker 2, nah, not for me. Fire Pros, nah. Yeah, Black Belt, nah. Yeah, Yabai Samurai Legend, yeah. Aiba Samurai Legend. I might watch it, yeah. I thought it's fun, yeah. Yeah, My Hero Academia Vigilante, nah. Which watch? Maybe, yeah, maybe if I have time. Or maybe when I'm eating food, yeah. Lazarus, I will definitely watch it. Yeah, I'm actually watching it, but I kind of like stop it because I want to watch it at the end of the season. Yeah, Food for Soul, I'm watching it. Yeah, yeah, that's journey. I don't know, bro. Yeah, maybe I might watch it when I'm fully bored and free. And Ninja and Assassin Under One Roof, I might watch it. To be Hero X, bro. I want to know more about this. More about this animation. Yeah, because yeah, people are hyping up about the animation. Nobody talking about the story. Yeah, if the story was bad, animation is nothing for me, bro. If the story was bad, animation is nothing for me. Yeah, maybe I might watch one episode and realize, see what it is. Yeah, to be Hero X, no, nah, nah. Yeah, I will watch this. Yeah, I will watch this. Rocky's Ladies Modesty, I will watch it. Cinderella Grey, yeah, I might watch it. Bro, it's a trash anime, bro. Yeah, nothing. It's nothing for me. Catch Me at the Ballpark, nah. Maybe, yeah. I forgot about that lady. Maybe. Nah. Fuck this anime. The Brilliant Healer, New Life in the Shadows. Nah. I'm watching this. I'm watching this country bumpkin to the Master Swordsman. I'm watching it. Yeah. I watched like 2 episodes. Yeah. Summer Pockets. I might watch it. Mobile Suit Gundam. Maybe. I don't know, bro. Yeah. I'm not a Gundam fan. The Evil Lord of Intergalactic Empire. I might watch it. Yeah. I watched like 2 episodes. I find the anime funny and entertaining. Yeah, I might watch it full season. Yeah, I might. Yeah, bro. No, I don't know, bro. Can a boy friendship survive? Maybe I might watch it. Yeah, I'm not that much of a fan for romance animes. If it is like a vanilla romance, not like this kind of like love triangle. No, I'm not fan of love triangles. Yeah, it's a love triangle. Yeah, I actually watched some clips and everything. It's a love triangle. Yeah, I'm not a fan of love triangles. If it's like a pure vanilla like this anime, like yeah, I will watch it. Yeah, drama. Even if they have drama, no problem. But this is a clear love triangle. Yeah, where is that anime? Yeah, this is a clear love triangle. Not for me. Once upon a time, once upon a which is dead. I don't know, bro. I don't find this kind of don't find this kind of animes amusing. Yeah. Shinji's Family Children. I might watch it, but they said there is a guy in the whole harem. Nah, fuck it. I'm not watching it. Bro, the only thing I hate in this whole world was seeing a man and a man. mwah, Okay? Yeah, it is not homophobic. It is just I don't find it amusing. Okay? You can do what you want, but I don't find it amusing. If you sound homophobic, yeah, you just don't respect my priority, motherfucker. Yeah, everybody has their own priority. I'm not saying yo, gay man shouldn't exist. I'm saying I find what they're doing I find what they're doing disgusting. A man and man kissing, bro. Nah, fuck it. I don't find it amusing at all. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. I'll take my leave. And also, if you guys say, yo, why you didn't subscribe to Gigguk, but you said you respect him? Well, I don't need to, bro. I don't need to. Whenever he make a video, it is always on my it is always on my what homepage. Then why I need to even subscribe? Yeah, simple, bro. Whatever. I'll take my leave. Bye.